Hello friends, welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you're new here. I am Rue, and today we are doing a 15-minute makeup challenge. So we're going to be creating the look you see on me today in exactly 15 minutes, no more, definitely no less. And yeah, we're just gonna have a little bit of fun. I'm gonna stress out keeping an eye on the timer, and we're just gonna create this look. I thought it'd be fun because I usually give myself about 15 minutes on like the average work day because your girl prefers sleep. As much as I love makeup, I will always choose sleep. So I usually have about 15 minutes to try and slap my face on. So I thought I would kind of show you guys my morning routine along with challenge myself to stick to that 15 minutes because sometimes I go a few minutes over and scramble out the door, but not today. Today it is strictly 15 minutes and we're gonna create this look. So if you want to check that out, let's go ahead and hop in. Alrighty guys, so before we start the timer, I'm going to show you everything I'm using just so that doesn't cut into my actual doing the makeup time. So we're going into the Chantico Beauty Diosa Volume 1 palette. We're going to be using the mattes, and then I was kind of wanting to play with some of the purples and pinks. I'll let you know exactly which shades I used at the very end of the video, but we're going with a purpley pink look today. And then we're going to go in with my e.l.f. Suntouchable primer, along with my e.l.f. Soft Glam Satin Foundation. This one I don't have to mix with anything, so it's a little faster to use. We're gonna go in with this cream blush stick. I don't know which shade I'm gonna use yet. Probably Hug, but maybe Kiss. I'll let you guys know at the end. We're gonna go in with my Moonslice Beauty Girlypop highlighter stick. This one is from Quo, by the way. It's a Canadian brand. Then we're gonna set everything with my Wet n Wild setting powder. Then we're gonna go in with my Gamebeauty blush in Noir, along with my Zeesa Beauty highlighter. This one's in Interstellar. Oh, I didn't even pick a waterline color yet. Okay. For waterline, we're gonna either go in with one of these two from Colourpop, either Amethyst Hour or Prance. I'm not sure which yet. For my primers, I'm going in with my Morphe Translucent Eye Primer along with my NYX Glitter Primer. And then we're going to go in with the e.l.f. Ultra Precise Brow Pencil in Brunette and my e.l.f. Lash'n'Roll Mascara. And that should be everything. I've got 15 minutes. I've already pulled out all my makeup and my brushes just to make it a little easier, because that is something you could do the night before if you're trying to like do a quick before work makeup look. All right, as soon as I start the timer, there will be no cuts so that you guys can watch the timer go down as well. And we're gonna start now. I have 15 minutes to do my makeup, and honestly, that's about how long I take to get ready for work anyways. So this is kind of a duo of a challenge along with a kind of idea on how to maybe do your makeup on a day that you don't have a lot of time to get ready. Funny enough, I actually had nothing going on today except video editing, so I could have done a longer video, but I was planning to do this one anyways. But then now hopefully I'm going to be dropping off an order here soon, so I do have to get ready a little bit quicker just so that I can get that dropped off and have a little bit of money in my pocket, which would be really nice. So it kind of worked out that I had a quick video planned. I still have a lot of editing to do, but I'll do that when I get back home. So I'm just throwing that lightest beige shade from the palette into my crease. I wanted to pick a different palette to play with, but I wanted to use one that I kind of know doesn't really suffer from a lot of fallout. I'm not going to have to spend too much of my time cleaning everything up. And that's, yeah. So that was kind of what I was thinking about when I picked this palette. Honestly, this palette has blown me away since I got it. It is really the ideal get ready for work in 15 minutes kind of palette, because like I said, there's not much fallout at all, and it's so easy to just throw a color in, like do like a neutral crease with a color pop. Oh my gosh, I'm panicking already. Do a neutral crease with like a pop of color. Sorry, you guys are going to see how bad I actually am at talking in this one, because there's not going to be any cuts, at least until the timer is done, because otherwise what's the point in this challenge if you guys don't get to see me struggle? So I'm hoping I can get the eyeshadow done in about 7 minutes. I'm trying to keep talking so this is also interesting for you, but I'm low-key panicking, so I'm trying to reach for my mirror. You guys are gonna see all the chaos in this video. Oops. But it's fine. So this is that middle toned shade. Sorry, this definitely is not like a tutorial because I'm just challenging myself to get a cute makeup look done in such a short amount of time here. So going into that darkest brown. Don't worry, I'll blend it out after. But I mean, how many people love playing with makeup, but they just don't have the time every day, right? So I've been trying to get up and give myself about 15 minutes to do my makeup, and honestly, it is absolutely doable. Some palettes are a little easier to work with at a time limit because some of the palettes I really love have quite a lot of fallout, and then that takes time to do cleanup too, right? So you kind of have to account for all of that when you're picking your palette if you're on a time limit. So I did pick one that I've used for work quite a few times already. It's a newer one in my palette, and it has been getting a newer one in my palette. It's a newer one in my collection, but it's been getting a lot of love for how new it is. I'm just trying to like make sure all my edges are nice and soft. I don't want to have to do touch-ups after. Okay, we're gonna go in with some glitter primer. Oh gosh, it's also easier if your products aren't almost empty, but it's fine. It's all good. We're grabbing the primer onto a flat brush, and we're just gonna press that on the lid. I'm scared to look at the timer. But starting next week, as of when I'm filming this, I'm going to be going to work an hour earlier than usual. Just temporarily, probably, unless we stay so busy. But so I have to get used to getting up even a little bit earlier, but I still want to be able to do my makeup. Especially because I own so much, it just makes sense to... Oh gosh, I'm panicking. It just makes sense to... use it at least most days. I mean, there's no shame in having a no makeup day, and I mean to never have a makeup day if it's not your thing, but I own so much makeup that I feel like I should be using it more than I sometimes do, you know? Like, if I own as much as I do, why not use it, right? But I also love sleep, so that's my predicament is, do I want to sleep or do I want to do makeup? But if I can get some cute makeup looks in 15 minutes or less, then I get the win-win. So I went in with 2 shimmers. Obviously, you can go in with just 1, whatever makes it easier to get ready in the morning, right? I just am a little extra, and this is already such a simple look for me that just adding a little bit more color is nice. All right, what's next? Let's go in with Prance. Why not? I think a little pop of blue will be cute. Color, 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 color. Come on. It might be getting a little bit dried out, but it's still working. Just have to put a little more back and forth to get that shade I want. Oh, do I want an inner corner? I think I'll do the inner corner after if I have the time. I think we're gonna... I like to let my primer sit for a couple seconds anyway, so we're gonna get the primer going next. Oh gosh, I'm down to like just over 8 minutes. I don't use a lot of primer or foundation really ever. I'm just gonna apply it with my hands. That's how I always apply my primer. Maybe not so aggressively sometimes, but like... But it's all good. Just trying to make sure it's somewhat even. My skin isn't super like problematic. So obviously this isn't the best skincare routine if you have a little bit more needy skin, but if you can manage just like a light coat of foundation and something quick, then this is great. And if you can't, I mean, I'm sure you can still find quicker ways to do something, even if it's not your full everyday glam. I just unfortunately am not the person to teach people that have more problematic skin, because honestly I've always been pretty blessed with my skin. Oh my gosh, I'm panicking. Oh my god, I only have 6.5 minutes left. A little over, but like I'm rounding. That's okay. Just gets a bunch of mascara on my face, but that's okay. It's all good. We're all good here. I just don't like my lower lash lines to be too clumpy. Okay, time for some foundation. I want to at least get everything placed. If I can do touch-ups or like inner corner or anything after, awesome. If I can't, awesome. This is pretty much how I do my foundation. I just kind of like put some on my hand and then kind of plop it everywhere, and then I blend it out with a brush. I've never really been a beauty blender person. I did get one in an advent calendar, and I probably should at least try to use it, because when I first used Beauty Blender like a long time ago, I didn't actually know you're supposed to get it wet, and I haven't used it since. I just kind of found that I really do enjoy brushes, and that's okay too. But use whatever you have and whatever is easier for you to get your makeup on. I honestly don't even conceal most of the time, so we're not concealing today. I also don't bronze. Honestly, like this is a bare minimum I'm running out the door kind of look, you know what I mean? And that's what this is supposed to be. I do want a little bit more of my foundation. I feel like I like my Wet n Wild one better at this point. Oh, and then I usually go in with a gloss or something like that I don't need to layer. So if I have time, I'll do that as well. Gosh. Sometimes those edges of my eyes are such a pain. Okay, I'm just gonna try and like really press everything in. Make sure it's all even. Oh my god, I can't even see the timer. My iPad went black. 4 minutes. I wasted like 5 whole seconds checking that like an idiot. So usually I do these separately, but if you're in a pinch, just throw a little bit of your cream highlighter and your blush stick at the same time, and then blend them out. No shame in saving a step. So now I'm just gonna blend, 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 blend. And we'll even see if we have time for the powdered blushes and stuff. If we don't, at least getting the cream gives you something so you're not flat, you know? Like having nothing except foundation. Having a little bit of color really does make the difference. Sometimes I'll like pull it up to my nose a little bit too. Just depends on what I'm in the mood for. And then I usually go back in with my foundation brush just to soften the edges. And then let's go ahead and set that. Oh god, I have less than 3 minutes left. I usually just, I know people say to pat the extra off. I usually just plop it somewhere, and then I blend the parts where I don't want excess. powder, and then I start blending in. I know, no one does that, but I do. I feel like that wasn't quite enough, so I'm gonna grab a little bit more on my puff and just boop, 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 boop. Okay, we are all set. Oh gosh, 2 minutes left. Let's do brows. So my brows are super easy. I suck at brows. I don't really do much. I just grab a little brow pencil and kind of color it in a little bit just so it's not so transparent. I usually try to color in this edge here because, except this side has that weird little thing, so I usually just kind of suck it up and leave it. Perfect. Not perfect, but we're gonna brush it out. This obviously isn't the perfect routine as if you're someone that like has to do more in-depth stuff because like you shaved your eyebrows or whatever, but if you're just a regular, not that no brows makes you irregular, but you know, it's still something. I don't know. Let's go in with that oh gosh, 1 minute. I want a gloss too. We'll do gloss next, and then if we have time, we'll do that second highlighter. We're just gonna go in with the Ather Beauty Gloss. 46 seconds. Oh my god. I know not everyone is gloss by itself kind of person. Honestly, it's one of the only ways I like gloss because I feel like gloss moves product around. But on its own, it's just a nice, simple little shine. I'm just gonna work on that blush a little bit more. Oh gosh, 20 seconds. Can I get the highlight on? If I get this highlight on, that's technically all the steps I wanted to do. Oh god, okay. Okay. That is my 15-minute makeup routine. Now, usually I'm not rushing so much, but honestly, like, I might touch up the mascara if I had time. I might do a little bit more setting powder. The brows are a mess, but I suck at brows, and usually my bangs hide the brows anyway, so, like, it's fine. I wouldn't mind if I had a little time to deepen this outer edge up a little bit more. I didn't have time to put an inner corner in, but like as a whole, it's not a bad makeup look. So, I don't know. This is kind of the vibe that I usually go for when I'm going into work every day. It's simple, but still a little bit colorful, a little bit fun, and just a little something. Again, there are things I would touch up if I had more time, but usually I really do only give myself about 15 minutes in the morning. So yeah, I thought it would be fun to kind of show you that, but also turn it into a little bit of a challenge. So this is it. I'm not going to do any touch-ups. Oh, I want to do some touch-ups, but I'm not going to do any touch-ups. We're going to leave it like this, and I hope you guys enjoyed the video. What is your day-to-day makeup time frame? Do you typically have a whole hour to play with makeup in the morning? Do you have 10 to 15 minutes? Are you kind of in that middle? Like, I feel like a 30-minute would be ideal for me for just the everyday. But when I sit down and like film and play with makeup, I honestly usually take over an hour just because I like to take my time and not rush. Rushing stresses me out. I don't know if you could tell. But yeah, this is my pretty much everyday makeup look when I'm not filming, and like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, feel free to give this video a thumbs up. It does help my channel out a lot. And if you did want to see more content from me, hit that subscribe button. Do you want to see makeup challenges where I do even less time? Because that will be hard for me. This is kind of my standard quick makeup. If I had to do like a 10 or 5 minute one, would you want to see me struggle through that? I don't even know if I could do it, but let me know. And yeah, with that said, guys, thanks for watching, and I will catch you on my next one. Bye!